Hello guys and girls, I am ExoGenesis and I'm here today to give you the first episode of Analyse This. Analyse This is going to be a new series that I'm going to start making, and it's basically going to be me looking at some of my old gameplays, some of my new gameplays, and going over some of the things that I've noticed that I've done wrong, basically analysing it. The first video I've got is going to be Call of Duty Black Ops. I haven't played the game too much, so I don't really know like all the positions, all the spawn points or anything like that. I don't know the ideal or optimum way to play. I've basically taken a similar loadout to what I would have had in Call of Duty 4. I didn't play that too much either, so it's not really going to make much of a difference. I'm going to be running around with the AK-47U, a pistol, I don't know which one. My perks will be lightweight, sleight of hand and marathon. I don't think I've got any pros yet. This account is not my account. Well, it is my account, but I did not level it up. I worked at a place called Scan, and I put it on the systems every now and then for the customers to play. So yeah, they basically leveled me up to this, so I just chose closest to what I could have had from COD 4. If you've got any suggestions or you want me to analyse anything in particular, please do let me know in the comments. And if I bring up any interesting points, I'm doubtful I will, but if I do, please do feel free to ask me questions or to reply or set me straight. I'm not saying that I know everything about the game, because I obviously don't. So we're going to jump into the gameplay footage, and I'm just going to talk basically about what I've done wrong and what I think I can improve in future, and then hopefully through it all we'll all get a little bit better. I'm hoping that I will, definitely, because in this game we lost quite badly. It wasn't entirely my fault. I did come top of my team. Pure luck. I'm not that good at the game. So let's have a look.
Capture the objective.
Okay, so I was going to run towards C and hope that I could bypass them all. It didn't work out perfectly because I can hear somebody in front. They messed up. I don't know why they were leaning. I haven't seen many people leaning at all on multiplayer, so that kind of was an easy kill. Here I totally messed up. I saw someone shooting at the enemy and I ran straight into the line of fire. That was purely a bad decision. I was probably at the time thinking that I could run in there and blast a couple down while I was concentrating on somebody else, but I really should have been more careful and waited to see what happened, throw the flashbang in or a grenade. But yeah, I learnt my lesson pretty quick there, so I didn't run straight back in. But I ran into A point. I thought I'll capture our point soon, because now we're spawning all over the place. It's hard for us to regroup, and being a pub game, you're not always going to be able to find your teammates so easily. One of the things that I did notice, because this is actually the second time I've actually looked through, because I looked through while I was recording the gameplay as well. What I was doing an awful lot, which I shouldn't have been doing, was running. I sprinted so many times to my death. It's something I'm going to have to work on, because I keep getting punished for it. As you can see, my aim isn't too bad, so that's one thing I've always had on my side. It's not a big-headed thing to say, I have got nice aim. But sometimes I rely on that too much and forget about all the tactics and everything. As you can see, I'm on the point, and nobody else seems to be bothered about the points whatsoever. Probably one of the main reasons why we lose. I do think that public games have quite a different mentality, to put it firmly. A lot of them are more about kill-death ratio and bothering about how many kill streaks they can get in a round and making sure they get to the top, but believe me, it doesn't work like that. If you go for the objectives, you're going to be running into where they are, you're going to see more of them. Sure, you're going to die more often, but every now and then, everything will go right. Here, I heard a napalm strike was coming in, and what did I do? I ran into a big group of us, and what was the problem with that? Wherever you're going to put a napalm strike, you're going to put it in the biggest group. So yeah, I added to the numbers there, and that was a big mistake on my part. I really should listen out to the kill streaks more and the warnings. I knew it was coming, but I still went there anyway. Grenade spam, not proud of it, but it does work. This time it didn't do anything for me, but it can make a difference. If you've been paying attention, you'll notice I've died in the same position 3 times and I still go in the same way. That's bad on my point. I really shouldn't be doing that, but eventually it does pay through and I do actually get in position. If you think sometimes that I'm shooting when I shouldn't be shooting, just like taking a random shot, that is actually because to play smart, you need to take every shot you see. Even if you think it's going to miss, every shot you don't take is a missed shot. So even if you think that you're pushing your luck or it's not worth taking a shot, it often is. It will let you win so many games, so many little firefights you will take simply because you pulled the trigger even though you really didn't need to, because it looked like it was a stupid thing to do. So yeah, by playing aggressive and trying to guard this point, we've got 2 points now. We're not bothered about the third point, because as they've got the third point, they're all going to be spawning in the same place. It's very important to keep letting them spawn there, and then you can basically just cut them off at all points. I wasn't unlucky there. I don't know what I could have done better. I mean, I went for the knife. Maybe I should have just sprayed. But if I sprayed, there's a chance he would have gone for the knife. And when we was in a knifeable position, it was just a little bit unlucky. I don't know what I was thinking with that grenade. It just totally random. So now we're spawning at the same place, which means we're basically pushing into a wall of them, which makes it quite difficult. I've taken a couple out there, and what did I do? Again, like I've already mentioned, I sprinted. I should never keep sprinting. If you sprint, it's going to take you that extra couple of seconds to pull your weapon out, and in that extra couple of seconds, you are likely going to die. So the best thing to do is shoot. If you've got very little ammo, reload, but reload before going in, and then go in. Even if you go in with your iron sights out and just aim to where you think they're going to be. And if I did that, I would have got a lot more kills, and I may have been able to pull this back for the team. Because so many times I got into position and just threw it away by sprinting through a doorway. Doorways are deadly. Deadlydoorways.com. Stay away from them. It's not worth it. That was just purely luck. I had nothing else to do. I'd gone in, so I had to take it. I didn't actually hear him on my headphones at the time. I remember thinking when he came around that corner, where the fuck was he? Where the fuck was he hiding? And then I remembered a lot of people on Call of Duty use silent footsteps. And I honestly believe that's one of the reasons why this game is never going to be competitive on the PC. Silent footsteps is not broken, but it just takes away such a massive tactical aspect. Where if everybody just took it, basically you'd just be bumping into people, it would all be line of sight. And I don't know if everybody knows this, but I thought it was quite common knowledge that you actually react faster from sound than you do sight. So sound is very, very important. That was a bad time to reload. It's another thing that I keep doing wrong. If I've got more than 20 bullets after a firefight, why am I reloading? I mean, especially when I know I'm in their area, I should really be checking and then reloading. Something that I just haven't been doing enough. In hindsight, with how we're actually attacking now, the smart thing for me to do would have been to go through to A. But no, I kept on pushing B, thinking, yeah, if we get B, they're going to be spawning at A, and then we've got a nice cut-off point where if we get B, they're spawning in the middle. It's a lot harder for us to defend both points. So B is normally always the least important point for you to cap. It is important, but I mean, A is normally the least important. A and C. B is always the most important to cap, because if you cap B, you're forcing, and they've only got one other spawn, you're forcing them at that spawn. Very important, and it's a game changer. We did get dominated a couple of times in this round, and that doesn't show skill by the other team, that shows stupidity by the other team. A smart team would not have bothered capping C. Sure, the points drop a little bit sooner, but you're just sacrificing so much. In fact, it's actually when we was dominated that we actually managed to pull back and take out 2 or 3 points. Well, not 3, but we did take out 2 points. I think it's important to pull up the kill streak problem. Helicopters. It seems in pub games that nobody seems willing to take them on. It normally just seems to run inside and deal with it like that. See, look, we're being dominated now, which means basically there's 3 points we can take. I keep going for A on purpose because A is a hard point to cap, and they're spawning all over the map now. So I was assuming that I might have had a better chance, and I go here 3 times in a row. 3 times in a row, and I get mowed down seconds before the cap. Very frustrating. This time I decided to stay behind the thing, but what do? I am stupid and I face the pillar that's blocking me from view, only to get destroyed from behind. Very stupid mistake. That could have been the difference between us capping that point and not capping that point. But it's okay because we take over the points again, and even though it's unlikely, I mean, look at the scores, there's no chance we can win unless we capped all 3. We was going to lose. We got back a bit of control at the end, but still it was a little bit too late. And I was a little bit more than elite that time with my match bonus with a 1-3-3-8. Okay, so you've seen me play. It's obvious to everybody that I'm a total noob. I do want to get better, so if you've got any tips, please let me know. If you want me to do more of these analysing programs, please do let me know by commenting, or even send me a message or something like that. It would help me a load if you guys subscribed and rated and commented. It would help me more than words could say. I will continue making these videos anyway for the time being until I get a feel for it. So thank you very much guys for watching. I've been ExoGenesis and you've been great. So good game.